Hello there, Aries. I'm Michele B, and I'm gonna create a little he said, she said kind of relationship spread. It's like this is what one person's saying, this is what the other person's saying. See how you resonate with it, and then do like a little advice kind of thing. I'm gonna try to keep it short and sweet because we all have other things to be doing than to just sit around watching tarot readings all the time. Some of us. Anyway, so if you end up enjoying this reading, make sure and subscribe because I post readings for you on a regular basis 2 or 3 times a week. So let's stay in the vibe. Ooh, so somebody's happy, right? Okay. Well, what are you watching this reading for, Aries? That's she said, right? That's the feminine vibe. Happy, happy, perfectly content, wondering what's going on with the other person. Or, like, I feel like, you know what? I feel like she is saying something like, I'm wondering if I could just be cool with being on my own. Like, I just kind of want to do my own thing a lot of the time. It's more like, yeah, you're cool, but I'm pretty happy because that 9 is not, it's not the 10 of Cups. The 10 of Cups is, we're happy together. The 9 of Cups is, I'm kind of happy doing my own thing. All right, let's see what he says. Do, 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 do. Come on. Jumper. So that's the Empress in reverse. Okay, so the other one's kind of complaining a lot about the everyday things. The roles could be reversed very well, okay? So one person's like, I'm tired of being nagged, and the other person's like, this could be better, that could be better. No, 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 no. It's like, I feel like this is the kind of situation where it's like one person, like the standard gender roles are kind of reversed. Like the feminine is carrying a lot of the masculine stuff. You see how they're flipped, right? The feminine is carrying the masculine energy of independence and productivity and taking care of business, whereas the feminine is just kind of like, I don't know. A lot of the time, please tell me what to do. I'm not happy. And it's really that the person, I feel like the person that's in the masculine role, but, well, they're the person that's like in the flipped spot, right? They're taking on the feminine act, essentially, like the masculine is taking on a feminine vibe. They're trying to figure out their masculine place in our culture. And Western culture is having a really hard time figuring out what to do with the masculine, because we're like, well, we want things to be a little bit more equal, we want things to be a little bit more fluid, but there's still these traces of the culture that are left over from before. So like the masculine knows that it can't be toxic the way that it used to be, but it has, like, it feels like it needs to throw out the baby with the bathwater. All of the positive aspects of masculinity, those are gone too for a lot of masculines these days. So it's really hard for them to figure out what their place is, what their role is. And whereas the feminine is like, well, I can do everything. What do I even need a man for? But there's this emptiness of not having that opposite, that other end of the spectrum being filled. And so it makes the relationships really challenging. So let's see what kind of advice we have from the tarot. Please give us some suggestions on what to do next. Well, I got the moon coming up in reverse, and we got the 5. We got a bunch of 5s of some like, we got bickering. And yeah, so it's like looking at what's happening right now, and it's being like, maybe the best thing for y'all to do is be really patient with each other. Try to talk about it in a not really confrontational kind of way. I feel like both parties are carrying a lot of shame about where they're at, carrying a lot of discomfort and shame about where they're at. And it's like the more they dwell on the way that, like the disjointed way that they're connecting, the more they dwell on it, the worse it gets. The more you dwell on what you don't like, the more it intensifies. Instead, we need to put our perspective on what works, right? You can't, if you're in the feminine and you're looking at your masculine and being like, please be like more of like the positive aspects of masculinity so that we can be a little bit more in balance. You can't just make that happen for them. They've got to find their own way to that. But like I said, like if you want to keep things going with this person, it's really important for you to hold the vibration of love for them for whatever place they're at right now, and they're gonna like find their way. That's so challenging, and I feel you, right? Because I feel like Aries just wants to go and do their own thing. Aries is a pretty masculine energy, because each of, like, even though, you know, we can be both masculine and feminine in each sign, that the Aries with its like full force, like, I'm right here, I'm gonna say what needs to be said, they want to just like, they just want to go, right? They don't want to sit back and dwell on all that stuff. So don't dwell on it. Like, if this person wants to be with you, they'll find a way to make it work eventually. That's what their role is. That's what their path is that they've got to find a way to be comfortable with you, who you are. And if they need to find another way to on their life path, then that's what they've got to do. So I feel like your place right now, in a roundabout way, here I go, your place right now is to just love and accept them for who they are. Instead of dwelling on the negative aspects of the relationship, if you want to keep it, instead of dwelling on the negative aspects, make sure and just dwell on the positive things that you have together. Hold that space of gratitude. That's the thing about the Nine of Cups, is it is the space of gratitude and satisfaction. If you hold that, then that's what you're going to attract, and anyone who is intimate with you is going to turn in a positive direction. But if you hold the energy of, gosh, I wish this person would stop nagging, why don't they just figure things out for themselves, then that's what's going to be focused in your vibration. That's where I gotta leave it. I love you, Aries. Hang in there. Everybody's got their challenges, and I will see you later on.